I've been meaning to tell you, I got this feeling that won't subside. I look at you and I fantasize. Run tonight. Now I've got you in my sights. We'll be once again, you are in the sky. I feel the magic between you
Yeah, buddy. What's up, everybody? So that last one was Adam Pilarczyk, and that was his rendition of Hungry for Golf Tea, Hungry Eyes. Awesome. Very talented, that boy is. So we're going to be getting ready for Fresh's show tonight. Also Fresh tomorrow morning. Fresh is going to be raising money tomorrow morning. I believe I'm going to be on his show at 2 tomorrow. So go check out Fresh tomorrow morning. He's going to be raising money for St. Jude's. So we are, yes, Chessie, hope you recover soon. That's right. And I just came on because, we do this, the Resistance crew does this boot camp thing. And somebody asked a question in there if I could show something. It's a basic loop method. They just wanted to see it again. So I'm going to try to explain this loop method good in this video. And I'm only going to be on for a little bit. I'll do something with the wire. I'll build something. But they just wanted to see basically they wanted to see the double loop method. That's not what they asked, but that's basically what they asked. They were talking about how I use an RDA for the weight. They didn't really see how I would do it. So I'm going to show that as well as I can live. And then I'll use that wire to make something, and that's about it. Just got a lot of stuff to do. Of course, Christmas is coming. And getting mail ready for tomorrow. I might have off from work tomorrow, which is pretty cool. Not sure. I think I may as well take off, seeing that I'll be on Fresh's at 2. I got something to do in the morning. But what's up, everybody? Hope everybody had a good Friday. It's kind of weird weather here in Phil. It's like nice out. It's like 60 degrees or something in December. But it's raining, but it's not cold. So I got my coffee. And I'll tell you what, man. I asked Dawn to give me some 15 milligram. This isn't available at a door or anything, but I asked Dawn to, just something special for me to make me some 15 milligram because I don't mix juices or anything. I can't do it myself. And so I got banana bondage and I hooked up this K-Fun last night. And it's awesome, especially with the banana bondage. It's just working really good. 30 watts, a .22 coil, Toonie coil in there. Toonie flame treated. It's also modified by Toonie. And it's just awesome. I was letting people try today, and they agreed that it's awesome. The flavor's great. The throat hit is like a smooth throat hit. And 15's doing good. She gave me some other flavors too, so I can't wait to try them out. So I'll have to talk to her about it because I know she gave me ones before, and they were good. But this banana bondage is awesome. I'm also vaping the Shindo's Mint in this Ghoul single coil. I made this coil last night. Me and Freddie were live on the Resistance Crew channel. We didn't get to do the build off thing that we wanted to do, but me and Freddie just hung out, and he told me what his single coil build was. So I made it. It's 2636 3-core Aliens, all N90. It comes out to like a 0.14. It's just vaping great. It really is. Couldn't ask for anything more. And the Shindo's Mint chip, if you mix your own juice, you really need to buy them one shots and try this because it is like very fucking good. Very good. It's one of my favorite juices ever made. It's just very good. It's minty, but it's not too minty. Like it doesn't leave a super cooling thing in your mouth or anything. Just a little bit, like a little bit of mint, but I just got a message from somebody. Yeah, sometimes people just get just do a lot, and I do it myself, and I learned how to step back, but just because of myself. Like some days I don't want to deal with anything. Like you're either tired or the lives could get to me sometimes. Sometimes doing the lives could just, I always raise questions to myself like maybe they're too much. Maybe people would get sick of me after a while. And I want to have a schedule to where they're a good amount of time, like a perfect amount of time. But personally, sometimes people just drain themselves out, especially just doing stuff, just doing everything, working, and then, doing, having hobbies and stuff. And I've learned just because of myself, sometimes I just want to be left alone. And sometimes you got to learn just that everybody has their moments and you just got to step back a little bit and everything will be cool. So, yeah, anyway. Just so everybody knows, Dawn's good. She's just tired. So, that's all. Um, So we'll get to the video. That video wasn't super important. I think it was probably more important to Dawn than anybody. So, what's up, Gizzard Still? I'll say hi to everybody too. But what was I going to say? That build off went it went super smooth. So considering we got done all the rounds, having last night happen was no big deal. Me and Freddie were able to hang out, and it doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll do that video another day. It's not a big deal at all. I talked to Lifa a little bit ago too, and I knew he was bit. Lifa had something to do last week with his children, so I knew that Lifa, it was a chance that he might be too busy. So I already knew that, and at the end of the week, Thursdays are rough for me, to tell you the truth. I get very tired on Thursdays. I get a little drained. You figure I do the live show on Tuesday. I do a couple live shows on Tuesday because then I go over to Sport Life or Fresh 03's channel. We do that. And then I do my show. I stay up late. And then Wednesday, I usually do Golf Tee show. I stay up late. And then now with the Thursday show, I'm beat. So even right now, I'm a little beat. But I love Fridays. It's weird because Fridays ain't really Fridays for me. Like, I work on the weekend, so I don't know why I still like them. I don't even get paid on Fridays anymore. I don't even get paid. But I always liked Fridays. I don't know why. Maybe it's a weekend thing. Maybe it's because I know, my daughter has off the weekend. I don't know. But yeah, let me do this. There was something else I was going to say. I forget. I was doing my juices. I was about to say what's up to everybody. Brian Feeney, what's up? Cameron, what is up? Charles McLaren, what's up? Jesse, what is up? Jess, what's up? Kim Dixon, Mike White, Spork Life, Stephen AKN1, and Stoozy Stu. Okay, so a couple things. I just went over and I signed up for Black Hat White Face on Patreon. Go do that. He's already got like 35 people on Patreon. I was like, holy crap. Okay, Black Hat. I've been wanting to set one up, but I'm going through things with this channel and what I want to do and scheduling myself better and just figuring out what I want to do, because 3-hour live shows 2 times a week is probably not the smartest thing for the longevity of this channel. Probably not the smartest. We're going to run out of shit to do. There's still builds I've never done on this channel, or I haven't done much. And there's just sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, I never did that before. Or like a polished build I did once. So yeah, there's things I've been thinking of, especially for just my type of branding. Maybe not doing so many live shows and just getting a little more organized, because getting more organized here also will help me get more organized outside of here, because this shit does take up a lot of time, a lot of personal time and stuff, but it's enjoyable. I like coming and hanging out, building. At this point, whenever I build, I always think like I might as well go live. Like, why am I going to build here by myself? Even though sometimes I do enjoy that. It's kind of therapeutic. You just sit there and do your hobby. But this time, tonight, right now, somebody asked me to show them something, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, that's the other thing I was going to talk about. These guys got to go over to Daytime Frank. Go subscribe to Daytime Frank and hit the bell and pay attention this weekend. Gizzard Stew, if you're in the chat or anybody know when Daytime Frank's show is, I don't want to say the wrong time and then people be there. I think I know when it is, but I don't want to say it unless I absolutely am 100% sure. But if you go donate to St. Jude's, $5, you get a ticket for each $5. And the drawing's the 23rd, which is Sunday. So that means he's on Sunday. Daytime Frank's on Sunday, I believe 2 o'clock. I want to say 2 o'clock Sunday. Tomorrow, Fresh 03 channel. Sunday at 3 p.m. Central. So, yes, 2 o'clock Eastern time. So, it's on Sunday at 2 o'clock is when he's going to do the drawing for all that. Tomorrow, Fresh is going to be on. He's doing 5 hours. I'm on the last hour. So he's on from 3 to 1, 12, 11 to 3, I think, Eastern time on Fresh's channel. Eastern time, 11 to 3 tomorrow on Fresh's channel. He's going to have different people on all throughout the day. And he's going to have Super Chat for Good opened up to for St. Jude's. So if you go there and you donate money on Fresh's channel tomorrow, let's say you go on and you do a Super Chat, you donate your $5, you say what you want to have to say. You could say, there's no shame in saying, follow me on Instagram. My name's this. Most likely you will get follows from doing that because people see you're donating to a good cause and they want to follow people like that. So you go over there, you donate your $5, and then send proof to Daytime Frank, and you get a ticket for the raffle. And if you're a DIYer, you should definitely get in on that raffle because there's like full lines that he's giving away. And there's Fresh's YouTube. So yeah, and anybody that doesn't know what St. Jude's is is a hospital for children with cancer. So St. Jude's is an awesome thing to be given to, especially this time of year. Now, I'm thinking about going live for a little bit one day and hanging out and opening up one. But we're going to see. If it doesn't happen before Christmas, we can do it after Christmas too. Maybe somewhere before the new year. I'm also going to talk to Mr. Stoozy Stew because I wouldn't be opposed to doing a show. I don't want to open up a whole big room, but I wouldn't mind doing a show with Stoozy Stew, just me and him. And I wouldn't mind if that was tomorrow, really. So there's Daytime Franks there. Cool. Thanks, Kim Dixon and Stoozy Stew. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say. Daytime Frank, Fresh 03. Of course, you go to Spork Life while you're at it. And Black Hat White Face Patreon. Black Hat White Face has big plans for his Patreon, so I would definitely go over there. Patreon's a way to support creators on YouTube and stuff. So you could basically sign up like a subscription, and there's all different ways you could do it. Lifa has one set up. That's a good one to go to. I wanted to go to Lifa's because I'm actually not a patron of Lifa, but I would like to be because he basically has it open, and it's basically only helping the community. Same thing with Black Hat White Face. He's doing it for like shipping and prizes and stuff, which is awesome. But Lifa does his primarily to keep the Pink Pussy List website up. His Patreon pays for that. And I think he gets naked for people and stuff if you're like a Patreon or like $25 a month or something like that. He gets out of the shower or something. But yeah, check it out. So, what somebody wanted me to show in the boot camp I wonder if he's here. I haven't seen Will here yet, unless he's a different name. You're a Bogan Patreon. That's good. It's good to do Patreon for people. If you're able to give a couple hours to your creators, it definitely helps them out. I could only imagine. I mean, I've been thinking about it, but I also, with me, I feel like I kind of like just being free information. But if I were to open a Patreon, it would kind of be like Black Hat Way Face. It would be for giveaways and stuff. Saying that, Patreon is also a little more work. So that's why yet I haven't done it, is because I got to get ahead first. Yeah, it kind of sucks if you can't. That's exactly another thing, is like, I don't really want to have a place where I have content that everybody can't see, you know? But maybe I would do something like, if I were to do a Patreon. So Patreon, you could post videos up there and stuff too. And if you post videos, you could choose to not post them anywhere else. Probably what I would do is maybe post the videos up there, and then everybody else would get them like, a week later or something. Or like, let's say one night I come and I do a build. I do pitchforks one night. I do that, and then video's over. But then I'll make a video to put on Patreon of all the specs in there, of the, install, glow shot, stuff like that. But yeah, not everybody could afford to do shit like that. But yeah, Stoozy Stu, I'll talk to you later. Let me know if you could just text me. Let me know if tomorrow night, my regular time, would be good. Yeah, I mean, lives are good because you guys could even just, most of the time, you guys are just having conversations with yourself. Even at the boring parts where I'm fusing something for 3 hours, people just have conversations with themselves. Swivels would be good, Cloud King. Swivels would be good. Swivels, and then just like screwing them to a block. The drill and the wire is a huge thing. You also want to get yourself, which I'm sure you probably already have something like this, something to cut wire with, and a pair of needle noses. If you have this and a drill, you're way there. Fishing swivels be good though. Fishing swivels would be awesome. Or if you got some kind of swivel system, Kim Dixon has them. The best swivels are Croc swivels as well. Yeah. These are the swivels I use. One sec. Here they are. They're not in there. Damn it. Thought I was going to find a pack with some in there. But anyway, I use stainless dual rotation ball bearing swivels. They're called Bill Fisher Croc. You could just type in Croc swivels, K-R-O-K, Croc, and it'll come up Bill Fisher. That's the brand, that's the type, Croc, and they are stainless dual rotation ball bearing swivels. These are what you want. And you could set it up like this, or you could do like an old M-Turk method where you could just screw it to a board and clamp it to a table or something. All right, so let's get down to business. So somebody asked me what I was doing with this loop method that I use in RDA. So the RDA I've been using for loop method is the mask 30 millimeter. It's super heavy. You don't need to use a mask. You use a Kennedy. A Goon's pretty heavy. I really used to use the Kennedy a lot. But did you know my mask 30 millimeter is number 10? Did you know that? I have number 10. Awesome. This is quite honestly one of my favorite RDAs. The fact that it's a Twisted Messes and a Goon together is amazing. Okay. So it's a heavy RDA, but what's important is that you have weight. That's what's important, is that you just have something for weight. And RDAs work pretty good. You don't want it too heavy, but you don't want it too light. I like using heavy. Sometimes it may not be the best idea to use super heavy, but let's just do what I usually do. And the weight thing is something that you're going to have to figure out on your own, kind of, because the way people clapped in, everybody's different. Oh, I need my drill. Alright, so I got my drill. And I guess what I'm going to do is I will make just some 27 gauge space Claptons to start. So I'm going to take 27 gauge nichrome. You could use whatever kind of core you want to use for your build. That's not what's important here. And I'm going to get about 20 inches off, so I have enough for 2 frames, 2 10-inch frames at the end. I need at least 2 8-inch frames for what I like to do. So just get a piece, whatever you need. If you're going to do an 8-foot section with 2 frames, then you need about 16 inches. And I'm going to take that, and I have a little hook on my swivel. This is a Croc swivel here. And I have a little fishing hook on there. And I'm going to put it in here, bend it over. Is Fresh on at 8 or 9 Eastern time? Fresh is on at 9 Eastern time, right? Yes, 9 Eastern. All right, because he already sent me a link. I was getting scared for a second there. Whew. Yeah, it's 9. It is. Whew, that was close. Oh, shit. All right, here's what I'm going to do, because now my dinner's done. So I'm going to show how you set up this loop. Twist that there. And then I'm going to go eat dinner. And then, I don't know. I think I'm not going to be on until Fresh's. Maybe we'll finish this build up another day. What's important is the loop method. But I will be on Fresh's show. So I already got the link. I am going to be hanging out with everybody. So definitely go over to Fresh's tonight at 9 Eastern. But let me get this loop method done the way I wanted to get it. All right. I got that in there. I like to use a cotter pin or a bobby pin inside the drill. All right. And it keeps it center. That's why I like to do that. Yeah, it's not really good to be talking about low-ohm builds. I do it here because it's my fucking channel, and I don't have like no, I'm in charge, so I don't give a fuck. That's what I vape. It's not that I shouldn't say I don't give a fuck. People should vape safe. But if people are going to act like every time you vape that it blows up, that's not right. Because it doesn't. I've been doing it for years, and everybody around me has been doing it for years. So, yeah, there's things that you should watch out for, and I could go all day about this. There is a such thing as still vaping safe, even that low. When you vape that low, it's your responsibility. If something happens, it's your fucking fault. If something were to happen when I'm vaping that low, I will not, absolutely will not post that up on my Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube saying, I vaped this low and this thing blew up. That is the most irresponsible thing you could do. You did something, it was your fault. You didn't either have the information or, you took that risk. The way I vape, I know that I'm taking a risk so that if anything happens, it's my own damn fault. If you put that out there, it's bad for vaping. So why people get so angry at that is because, especially in Facebook groups, there's a lot of new vapors that don't know better. And if they see that ohms and they just read that somebody else is doing it, they don't particularly think about the specs of their batteries or anything like that. All right, so I got 38 gauge stainless steel, and what I'm going to do is just clapping this wire a bit. And I just straight up clapped it. Just clapped and clapped and clapped it. All right. And now I'm just going to open up the angle on the wire and do a couple more space clappings. Like so. All right. Now what I should have did, but I wasn't paying attention before I did this, was I should have took about 8 inches off of this spool, but I have another 38 gauge stainless steel spool here. So I'm going to take I'm going to take this spool and I'm going to pull out about 1/8 inch and cut it. All right. I'm going to make sure that my mask RDA is open. All right, now I'm going to take this. When you do any kind of double loop, you need to rotate it around the wire the same way this is. So the best way to do that is just take this wire. When I'm looking at this wire, it's coming off the spool and going down. That's how my wire is going, like that. So if my wire from my spool is going like that, I'm going to take my wire, push it forward, and go down, because I'm going in the forward rotation. And I go down in the first space behind the fuse wire. All right, so this is my fuse wire. That's the first space behind it. I'm going to take my wire, the same rotation, and put it down in the first space, and then I'm going to pull. Now, I'm going to pull the one I just put over. There's 2 strands now. The one I just put over and down, I'm going to wrap that around and put it into the second space. So my loop is going to be in the 2 spaces behind my fuse wire, like that. And when I did that, I had to use the wire that was on my right, not the wire on the left. All right, so now I have a little fuzz there, but yeah, I have the loop in the 2 spaces behind. All right, now I have both the wires from the loop in my hand, because 2 wires are coming down from the loop. I have both in my hand. I'm going to stick both wires into the cap of the RDA. And then I'm going to take the deck and put the deck inside the RDA, and the O-rings are going to grab that wire. And then I'm going to drop and it's just going to swing there. Now I think I could have did that a little better. 1 second. Yeah, it was loose. I could have closed the cap a little better. And I could also cut these wires down a bit. They're a little long. Lifa, what is up? So now I could put the cap in again and close it up. And I just cut my wire with the RDA. It's going to be one of them. One of them that I got to go eat, and it's going to take forever, right? Luckily, there's enough wire that I could do it again. Boom. Now, I like to take my finger on the edge of all the wires. That's what it looks like. Take my fingernail, push them all together. You don't really have to do that. I just like to do that. And now they're all tight. Now, I could start to fuse. When I do this, I'm holding a pretty straight angle up to it, like a 90-degree angle. And you see that spacing it's making? It's damn near perfect, because it's basically like there's 2 loops there instead of just your one. Alright, so I'm holding my spool damn near straight on. The wire is damn near crashing right into it on a 90-degree angle. Well, it would be like that, 90-degree angle, like that. Now that I got the feeling, I can speed up my drill. And why people like the loop method so much is because it wastes little to no wire. Now, if I'm doing a long section, I like to take this and tighten it up sometimes, because sometimes the loop likes to rise up. See that nice tight spacing? That's what you want. I wouldn't say it's a 90-degree angle. I'd say I have a little bit of a angle going. Very slight. I don't like going all the way down. I like to leave some wire naked right there. Just for any build, I like doing that. I don't like going all the way down to the end. Now I could cut my fuse wire. I could cut my loop. My loop will unwrap in reverse, and that's it. Now you could take this, put your drill in reverse, and just do a little reversal, and that'll loosen up the clapton so that whenever you go to fuse it with it, it'll move. Now, the only other thing you would have to do with this is don't freaking touch it. Try not to touch this here. You don't want to slide any of this back and forth. I think that's a huge mistake that lots of people make most of the time. If your spacing's bad and you thought that you got it that one time, like when you did it, like the spacing was good now, but then it got messed up somehow along the way, it's because you were touching it too much. Try not to touch it at all. You just don't want to handle this wire at all. It's got perfect spacing. Leave it alone. I'd really try not to touch the whole thing. So lots of the times I'll get here at this point and I'll just stand here and look at it because I can't touch it. Like that. But no, I try just to touch the ends. If I need to cut it, I'm very careful. That's it. But yes, with anything, practice makes perfect. I'm going to go eat. Thanks for hanging out. Go hang out with Fresh at 9 o'clock. Fresh and the guys, all of us. We will be on Fresh 03 channel. Peace out. I will leave you with this Christmas song from Me Store. Adam Polarzik. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to be playing the shit out of this song because after Christmas I won't be able to play it at all. So I hope you guys get sick of it. I really do.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chiming, jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a right time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time. Go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in the jingling beat. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell.